Coach?
Yes, sir.
Coach, Franz has kind of been thrown into the fire here with his first 4 games being against pretty high-level competition. So what has been your kind of message to him about his adjustment period?
Franz is he's been great. He's been a big asset to our team, and as time goes, Franz will be more and more comfortable, and he'll get his playing shape, his playing legs underneath him. It's just a matter of time, and as players, and I get it, sometimes you just want it to happen overnight, but we trust he'll be fine.
James?
Hey, Juwan, right down here. Can you give some maybe background, I guess, as to how this whole 3-year deal with Kentucky came about? I mean, who reached out to who, and then get the ball rolling?
Well, we're very fortunate to have an opportunity to play Kentucky. I think it's going to be a great matchup for the future. Looking forward to next year being in London on a neutral site. Enthused about the fact that Coach Cal has been great throughout the process of making sure that this happens for both schools. Overall, I think both teams are going to benefit from it. Just the level of competition. We all know Coach Cal has done an amazing job with his program year after year, having some of the best talented players. His coaching staff is phenomenal. In my opinion, they're one of the best in the country, so it'll be a good matchup for Michigan.
I guess how did the idea to play a game in London come about?
Well, I'm not quite sure.
Coach, feel different playing a Big Ten team in December? It's something to get a little bit used to.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first part.
Is it tough to get used to playing a Big Ten team in December, and a little bit different to get used to? And what are the challenges?
I don't know the difference between December and January. I'll be honest with you. I just look forward to playing against Iowa. They're a very good team and well-coached team. That's all I have to add.
Jacob?
Yeah, so been a couple of days now since that game in Louisville. So I was wondering what maybe your message to the team has been following the first loss of the season.
Well, you got to stay positive throughout the process, and you have to learn it. That we played number 1 team on their home court. Yes, we did not like the outcome, but we saw that there's some areas that we could have done better at. But throughout the game, unfortunately, the ball didn't fall for us. But the message is you got to keep grinding, keep forging ahead.
Brian?
When some teams like Louisville focus primarily on slowing down Xavier, keeping him from getting downhill, how do you guys counter that? What are some ways you can do to loosen the pressure off them?
Well, I'm not sure what their game plan was, but I just say overall, they did a pretty good job defensively. Just overall bringing everyone to the paint, trying to limit our paint touches, as well as forcing the ball to go out to our shooters. They did a good job of closing to our shooters. Some of the shots we got were open, we just didn't knock down.
I know after the game against Louisville, we talked about response being the most important thing from you and the players. Just what has that response been like so far over the last 24 or so hours?
It's been beautiful. No one likes to lose, put it like that. And our guys came in with the mindset, hey, let's get to work. We know we got a lot to work on. They were excited about getting into practice and smelling the gym. So it was great just to see the attitude.
John?
First for you this year, first Big Ten game. How much time did you put into looking at Big Ten teams and say what they did last year and all in the lead up to this season?
Great question. I started my, project this past summer. And the first team I started to do my project with was Iowa, and my second team was Illinois. So I have a lot of notes that I've written down that I'm reflecting on now to prepare me for tomorrow's game. But this wasn't something that I just started a few days ago. I knew that how I've looked at the big picture as far as what I'm up against and where our goals are and what we're trying to achieve. I knew that this summer that I would have to get into some of the teams that I know I'm going to face throughout the conference, and the Big Ten is very important conference, very challenging, very super competitive, and have a lot of great coaches.
Juwan, I'm curious, have you learned anything about yourself as a coach and how you've approached things after the first loss?
Well, I think you guys can give the assessment yourself, but I just say this, I can't get all bent out of shape. I got to be the best leader possible to help lead this team and coach this team.
Is it different than being an assistant? And how so?
Of course it is. You're an assistant, you have all your bright ideas. You think that they're going to work. Now you're the first guy, the head guy. Now all the great ideas you had, now let's see if it really works.
Brandon?
Coach, you talked about the shots not falling against Louisville. I just wonder, was that what practice was about the last couple of days, just getting a bunch of shots up and trying to get
No,
them?
not at all.
What was the approach then, the main focus?
The main focus was just smelling the gym, getting back and just enjoying life, getting back and getting work and getting better.
Connor?
Do you think the team feels any maybe added pressure being in the top 5 now?
I have no idea. Not quite sure. But at the end of the day, basketball is a very competitive game. So if you're a competitor, you're going to embrace opportunities like this. And I know each and every guy in our locker room, they're very competitive, they're passionate about the game of basketball, and they look forward to each matchup. And come Friday, we're excited about the opportunity to start our first Big Ten game at home on our home court.
Brandon?
In terms of that first go-around through league play, just how valuable is it having Sadi as the one holdover coach who's seen a lot of these guys, maybe knows personalities, kind of has a feel for these programs?
Well, it's great to have Coach Sadi Washington, who's familiar with every opponent that we're going to face. He's been with the Big Ten Conference. This is his 3rd year, so he has the experience. He's helping guys like myself, Howard, and Coach Phil. But at the end of the day, we have a great staff who's been very active in doing wherever they can to help us prepare for tomorrow.
And on Iowa, what kind of jumps out on the box score, on film, whatever it may be?
Well, they have great outside shooting, and that comes from 1 through 5. It's not just one guy that shoots the ball very well from the outside. It's like all 5 guys in the starting lineup are great shooters.
Andrew?
What comes to mind when you think of Big Ten basketball specifically, either from your time as a player in this conference or now that you're preparing for
Right.
your team?
Super competitive conference, physical conference, a conference that at any given night, if you don't bring your A game, you get beat. Also, when you play on the road, you have some of the toughest games on the road in the Big Ten. That's what I can recall during my time as a player here at the University of Michigan when I was playing in the Big Ten Conference. That was the reason why I chose the Big Ten. Nothing against the ACC or Pac-10. At the time it was called the Big 8 or the Big East. I always thought like Big Ten was fitted for me, and I wanted to be a part of that atmosphere. I want to be a part of that level of competition.
Jacob?
So you talked about your preparation, how you prepare for the teams, the stuff you did this summer and your research. I was wondering what kind of that looked like, and maybe do you think your scouting report type stuff has been informed more as your time as a player or as an assistant coach?
I'm sorry, can you repeat your question though?
Oh, sorry,
Your
yeah, no.
question.
Yeah, you talked about your preparation for Illinois and Iowa, talking about this summer, looking into scouting report type stuff. I'm wondering what maybe does that process look like for you, and is it informed more as like your time as a player or as a coach?
That process has been very helpful for me game planning for tomorrow. And as far as also moving forward for the other opponents we're going to face in the Big Ten.
John?
You talked about how tough it is on the road in the Big Ten. How do you envision this place being for a Big Ten team coming in here? How do you picture the crowd, everything that would make it tough for another team?
Well, we have great home fans. We have a big support staff here in Ann Arbor and also throughout the state of Michigan. I'm looking forward to seeing the excitement of the crowd. I've watched it on TV. I've gotten goosebumps just sitting there watching some of the games that we played here in Chrysler as I was at home supporting the players. So love to see that same type of energy, excitement, noise. I know our players as well as the staff, we get juiced up, when you feel that type of energy in a building where you have a crowd over 13,000 cheering for you. It just gives you a certain level of feeling of confidence as well as it brings an extra juice in you that gets you going.
Chris?
Coach, what have Jay Smith's responsibilities been, and what's it like having him next to you?
It's beautiful. It's a blessing to have a man who I trust help me with my development as a student athlete here at the University of Michigan. Basketball mind, great teacher, leader, pure guy, hard worker. Having him on the staff has been great for the staff as well as the players, and his responsibility has been all hands on deck type of guy. He helps with the players and the academics, helps with scheduling, practice times, helps some of the another set of eyes that's happening out there on the floor during game situations. Jay is one of the hardest workers there is, so I think it's a huge plus to the staff to have Jay Smith part of this.
Detroit Free Press, how you doing?
I'm doing well, man.
I'm doing this thing on a game you played in 1995 preseason in Mexico City. What's interesting about that game in your perspective is it was the preseason before leading into your one All-Star appearance, 96, and you were 13 All-NBA. So if you can recall that season,